as you can see in front of you, I got some more packages in the mail. I've actually got a couple more big boxes behind me. So let's get into another unboxing video, shall we? First box we're going to be opening, as you can see, is from MSD. You can see right here what it says on the box. This is going to be my MSD Standalone solid state relay. I will be using this with my Poly Terminator X. They gave me some Loctite. Mounts for it. And here is the relay itself. There it is. Pretty nice. It's got a little weight to it for sure. I mean, it's composite. It has LED lights on each one of these to help you troubleshoot what's, like if you're having an issue, these lights will help you troubleshoot what issue you're having, what the issue is. How it does that, I'm not sure. I've not read any of this. Obviously, I just opened the box. But I understand these are great for running your outputs on your Holley Terminator, I believe, or any Holley, because you can just use these and just use your outputs into that and run it like to your fuel pump or your electric fans, or if you're a nitrous guy, running your nitrous solenoids off of, especially if you're running any kind of a nitrous delay, or not really nitrous delay, but progressive nitrous, because the solenoids will sit there and pull so fast. You need a solid state relay to do that, from what I understand, so these are great for that. So MSD solid state relay, for what you get, these are the same as basically 4 relays. So by the time you buy 4 relays, you get one of these, and this is one nice little compact way to mount some relays. Alright, here we have appears to be, I'm guessing by the inside of this, there's some Jag stickers in here, so it's from Jag. There's the Jag stickers. Alright. So this is my Speedmaster fuel pressure regulator. I believe it said it was -8 inlet, -6 outlet, but it definitely looks like it's -8 all the way around, which is great because I'm running -8 return. But it's boost referenced. It's good all the way up to like 70 psi, I think. So yeah, there's my fuel pressure regulator. Glad that's in that completes my fuel system other than my actual fuel pump coming in, which I ordered a MagnaFuel 7303 pump. If I didn't already say that in one of the other videos, or in, I guess, the only other video I've done for unboxing so far. Alright, now we got this box. See what we have in here. Alright, so obviously got some more dash 10 hose. Looks like they zip tied the ever living shit out of it. I don't like how they kinked it, but for what this is going to be used for, it's not super importante. Alright, dash 10s, and more dash 10s. And these are all my lines to run. Bum, ba, da, ba. Nice and light. A catch can. That actually looks decent for what I paid for it. I mean, nicely welded aluminum baffled. The drain. There's the drain plug to unscrew to drain it. And this should be the filter. Papa! Alright, so yeah, that'll go on there. The line's in there off my valve covers, drain in the bottom. I'm actually pretty impressed with this for, like I said, for what I paid for it. Good old eBay special. But you know what? It's a part that is meant to catch oil. If it catches the oil, it's done its job. Not something where big, elaborate expenses are needed, in my opinion anyway. I'm sure some people will disagree and say, oh no, you gotta have the best of the best of the best of the best that you can get out there, because it's more expensive and it works better. You know what? I call bullshit. I have personally never been one. Really, Jags? Okay, so what I was getting at is I've never really been one that believes that you've got to have the best of everything to do a purpose. Most of the time, with exceptions, the cheaper stuff works just as good as the expensive stuff. Like I said, with exceptions. There are areas where you definitely don't want to skimp. Okay, so this, you see, it says quick car. What this is going to be. Ooh! More stickers. What this is going to be is a nice on-off switch. Get you up nice and close there. Wow. So what this is, this one has 4 posts on the back. Obviously 2 for the main battery leads. Ooh, that feels nice and crisp. So yeah, what you got, you've got 2 that your main power will go to, and then you've got 1 that I believe, I think it might go to a ground. I'm not positive on that. Let's find out. I don't think it actually goes to ground. Okay, so yeah, you can see here. You got 1 battery, alternator, and you're just going to jump these 2. So, from my understanding, what this does is it keeps from killing your alternator whenever you have to disconnect the car. So, if you've got your car running and for whatever reason somebody comes up and they just switch your car off, kills your power. I've read that, I've also been told that disconnecting your alternator like that with current, I guess, running through it or whatever the case is, I don't exactly know how it works, but it can actually kill your alternator. And when I say kill your alternator, what I mean by that is it will cease to function as an alternator, and you'll have to go buy a new one. This will prevent that. Something I will add to that is on my Vega that I had, that I told you about in the last video that I built, I had just the 2-prong on it, and it didn't do it right away, but after switching it on and switching it off a couple times while the car was running, I ended up running into an issue where, yep, that's a big box. The alternator was running into an overcharge issue. It was charging the car at almost 17 volts. So maybe that is caused by running that switch. Maybe not, I don't know, but for the price of the switch, I didn't want to risk it this time. So I just bought the right switch for the right job. Since I'm going to be running an alternator, it's going to be a street truck. So, alright, big box. Inside the big box from DNA Motorsports, we have, ooh, this looks nice. Alright, I'm actually going to set this box on the ground. Alright. Pow. Okay, what we have here is a nice, shiny, wow, that's shiny. Can you see yourself? What do you look like? Nice shiny fuel cell, 15 gallon. got the 0 to 90 ohm sender in it, tabs to mount it with, -10 vents on top, -10 feeds. These will not get used. I may use one on top to block off one of those, but I have Jags fittings for those. It is foam filled. It has the foam baffle in it anyway. I'll be taking it out because I'm going to be running E85, and the E85 will eat the foam. So yeah, there's the fuel cell. She's pretty. I said I'm going to take the foam out. Bink. Gosh, good crisp snap. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Polished aluminum. That's nice. Very nice. Oh, don't follow me. Okay, so next. Okay, so what I'm opening right now is my first box from VS Racing. So we got this one, we got this one, we got this one and this one. Then we got this one. We got one more thing in here, but it's not in the package, so. I'm just going to show it to you. And this is going to give you, good Lord, a little bit of an idea as to the size of the turbo. There it is. That is a 5-inch V-band flange. Yep. It's a big sumbitch. That is exciting. God, that's exciting. So, just for comparison, there's my Monkey Fab 3-inch flange to go into the bottom side of the T6. That's the outlet flange. That's cool. Alright, so on to other parts. What else do we got here? Okay, so we got this goober right here. That's going to be my ICT billet turbo feed. That's just going to bolt right into where the block off plate is by the oil filter. Screw it, let's just go ahead and open this big box. Get it out of the way. Because it's blocking some other cool shit back here. Now, what we've got here, oh, sorry, I almost knocked you guys over. We're still focused. Okay. Alright, so yeah, what we got here, big old fat wad of T-clamps, bunch of bends. Don't like that that one's got a dent in it. Thanks, VS Racing. Well, good thing we're going to cut most of this up and weld them together. But yeah, this is my intercooler. Jesus. More T-clamps. Silicone hoses for bays. Pipes, and more pipes. All the pipes to do my intercooler. Now, initially, I plan on running air to water. I may be changing my mind. I may order, let me go stick this up. I may order the 4-inch thick air-to-air intercooler that VS has. It's a pretty good unit for, I mean, especially for the price. It's less than $300 as opposed to, Jesus, almost $1,000 you spend for some of the other guys' intercoolers. There's plenty of guys out there running them just fine. I believe Matt on his Colorado, he only had a 3-inch intercooler and he made over 1,000 horsepower with that. No problem. I think he may have used nitrous at the end to kind of get it over that mark, but I know he was making 9-something wheel horsepower with just a turbo kit. And he was not running the turbo that I'm going to be running, nor any of some of the other stuff that I'm going to be running. So I should be able to make 1,000 horsepower easily, given my bottom end will hold it anyway, which is clearly going to be my limiting factor on this build. All right, so what we have here looks like, look at that, 50mm blow-off valve. Y'all, that's actually really fucking nice. Looks like a different design. It looks like a new design. I am impressed. Flange to mount it to the pipe. Spring. V-band clamp. Yeah, really nice. I like it a lot. Man, look at it. Let me get y'all in here so y'all can, oop, trying to knock you over again. I mean, that's, say what you want about VS Racing, but that is a good quality piece right there. Very, very nicely built. So yeah, I like that. That's nice. Good stuff. VS Racing, keep up the good work. Y'all are doing great things. I dig it. What do we have in this package? I think I know. Oh yeah. Springs. T6 blanket for the exhaust side. The springs go here to keep it on there. You didn't know that? Jesus, I don't think that's gonna cover the fucking exhaust. It's a T6, but it's not made for a 5-inch, I don't think. Oof. That might be interesting. May not be able to use that guy. Guess we'll find out when the turbo gets here. Which I just checked on it. It's still being built at VS Racing, so a little while longer. So that means this is going to be my wastegate. Alright. Not sure why they didn't have that screwed together. Yeah, they gave me a janky bolt. No big deal. It's just a bolt. I'll buy a new one. Bam. Good Lord, look at that son of a bitch right there. It's a big one. Yeah. Yeah, It's good stuff right there. That is a 50 millimeter blow-off valve. So, or not blow-off valve, excuse me, wastegate. VS Racing. Big old mouth on it. Good stuff. That's gonna keep my boosties under control. She's a big unit. They had a 60 millimeter race blow-off valve, or excuse me. They had a 60 millimeter wastegate, but I decided that the 50 would probably be plenty. I know a lot of guys will run 2 of the 44s, and it's usually more than sufficient. In a lot of cases, 1 44 will do the job, but occasionally when you start getting a little bit higher, I've seen people run into a little bit of boost creep. Just due to issues with it actually being able to control the boost at certain levels. It wants to push past it. So I got the 50, so I only needed to run 1. And hopefully it's good. Okay, last package for today. We have a 3-bar map sensor. Should be perfectly adequate for the boost level I'm running. I need to later, I'll step up to a 4-bar, but like I said in the last video, 3-bar goes up to, I believe, 30 pounds of boost. I don't plan on running 30 pounds of boost, so should be fine. Double checking, making sure I don't have anything else, which I don't. So that's it for this time. Hope you guys liked the video. As soon as I get some more stuff in, I will get back on and do some more unboxing. I may try to, may try to get a little bit of work done on the truck. If I do that, then I'll film that too, and that'll be part of the next video. So thank you guys. See you later. Got another box in today. Excuse me. So we're gonna go open this dude up. This should be my fuel pump. I didn't want to wait for this to film another video, so I'm adding it onto the end to this one. Woo pow. Yeah, buddy. So you can see probably what that says. Let's see. Got a Jegs newspaper. Okay. So what these are is these are my -10 straights. That I ordered. Stick those in the box, the rest of the fittings. And here is my MagnaFuel 7303 pump. Fucking A. I hate packing peanuts. Like, with an absolute fucking passion. I hate packing peanuts. Cringe. Oh. At least MagnaFuel provides me with a sticker. Fucking Jegs and everybody else been slacking. Except for a few of the other companies that I ordered from, but out of the 3 Jegs boxes I've had now, got 1 sticker. Get off me! Did I mention I hate packing peanuts? Thanks, MagnaFuel. Get out of here. Okay. Anyway, open this bitch up. I'm about to show you something in a minute of why I didn't want to wait. Ooh, look at that down there. Pro toner. Ooh, the light sucks over here. So I'm gonna set this bugger down and pick y'all up. So There you can see it, Magna Fuel 750. Pro Tuner Series. It's the outlet, it's inlet, and this son of a gun right here, hopefully, is going to take me at least 2,000 horsepower. We'll see. Honestly, I'll be happy with, 800 range. But now that I've showed you that, ooh, wait, they not just gave me one sticker, they gave me two. Anyway, so show you a little bit of what I've done so far. I went ahead, I pulled the power steering line off, and I moved the fuse box from over here. Not sure what the hell that guy is. He's a strange looking little bug. Oh, he's dead. No, if he'll die. Don't know what you are, but you're dead. Anyway, pull the fuse box off of here, and I'm probably going to go through and at least try to trim this off by drilling out these rivets and just popping this piece off. I don't think I am going to try to cut out the fender wells of this. I kind of like them there. I may end up doing that later to save weight. Who knows? Not sure. We'll see. I do have a set of truck manifolds on the way. I'm going to trade those LS3 manifolds that I had for a set of truck manifolds from a buddy of mine. And then back here, I'm starting to lay out where I want things. Got my trans cooler over there in the corner. It's kind of hidden in a shadow of my shitty garage lighting at the moment. But it's there. I don't think that's where I'm going to leave it. But who knows. As long as it can get air to it, whether I have to drill holes in the bed or whatever. And that is where the fuel cell is going to sit. I am going to elevate it like that. And grab my fuel pump from over here. And what I think I'm going to do is run my pump like so. So, excuse me, I'll have my line coming from here. You can see it where it goes there, and it'll come around and go in, and then I'll run it through, up, and then down through, and then run it up to the front of the truck. I don't know if it's going to sit there. I may move it over there. Not sure exactly where I want to put it yet, but I do think I want to run it inside the bed instead of under the bed. Keep it up at least a little bit out of the elements. I may end up moving it back here, because once I put the cage in, I know those bars are going to come out of either the top of the cab or out of the back window, and I'll just have to use like a plexiglass or Lexan back window, and they're going to come down right to the middle of these wheel wells here, and then that's where they'll touch down with the frame. But yeah, making a little bit of progress. Still early enough, I might try to pull the airbags tonight. Because I am going to have to pull those out of there. Definitely don't want airbags going off when I launch. That would be no bueno. I don't know if they would or not, but I've heard it's a thing to worry about. But anyway, that's what we got right now. Obviously you can see that I cleaned out the bed of the truck, so I am definitely getting ready to get some work done. I'm still waiting on the turbo to come in, but now that I have the truck manifolds coming, I can get those bolted up and start working on my exhaust side, the hot side, because I am going to run. The reason I'm wanting the truck manifolds is I'm wanting to run down and forward, and with those LS3s, they were coming down and like it was hitting over here. So even if I cut them off, like with the end being all wonky on them, I'll give you a close look. See this? That's the wrong side. Let's see. This is the side here that would be coming up and forward, and it was actually hitting right here. And you can see how odd shaped these are. To cut this off and make it to where it would be right, that would be, that would be a nightmare to try to weld new pipe to. So I know the truck manifolds are shaped a whole lot different. They're not as odd. Plus, if you can see the runner in there, it's very weird. So anyway, like I said, I got some truck manifolds coming from a buddy of mine. He's going to take my LS3s, and we're going to run these out and forward, down and forward. And then I'm going to try to come across where this little gap is here, over to this one. And then I'm going to have where it merges, I'm going to put my wastegate. And then we're going to come up to the turbo. Turbo's going to sit in this region somewhere. I won't know final placement on that until I get my turbo and start getting my lines built, my hot side built. And as of right now, given the size of the outlet, which is this glorious gigantic 5-inch pipe here, you can see how big that monster is. This actually reduces to a 4, which I'm not going to use, but you can see by the size of it, that would be a tricky fit. So what it might do is end up coming back from the turbo and then up out the hood. It's not what I wanted, but sometimes necessity outweighs want when you build stuff like this. I thought about running it out here, out this hole in the side, but again, I want to leave enough exhaust on it so that the O2 sensor will read correctly. Depending on where I place it there, I may or may not have enough. If I can get it there and have enough, then that's definitely where it's going to be and I'll just wrap it to keep it from melting my headlights. But ideally, that's honestly where I would like to be, because then I can just cut a big old 5-inch hole right there out of that fender and be gravy. Yep. And yes, for those that don't know, this is a Hart brand impact. Do I have more expensive stuff? Yeah. I have a Porter Cable impact. I also have a DeWalt impact. Which one do I use the most? That one. Why? I don't know. It's just the one I grab. They're handy. I like them for the cost. Pretty good stuff. But anyway, the only other thing I can say is I'm going to try to loop those lines, if you can even see them. I really need to update the lighting in my garage. But I know John Dock is building one of these, or has built one of these. He's been driving it and doing burnout contests in it and all kinds of shit. But he has one, and he's fine with his manual rack, or his power steering rack, just basically converted to manual by looping those. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is I'm probably just going to either tap it and run like a loop in there, or just put the fitting back on, cut the ends of it off of it, and run a hose with a hose clamp on it. Something simple. Yep, probably going to take the engine out pretty soon, get the head studs put in, get the transmission bolted up, see if my flywheel I've got is going to work with the transmission and the torque converter that I've got. See if I need a spacer plate for it or not. I don't know if I will or not, since it's made to go with from a TH400 to an LS. We will see. If I do, I don't just order a flex plate or spacer or whatever I need. But anyway, what we got going on right now. I will see you guys when I have another update. See ya. Do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me.